You will not believe the #1 guitar tip in this top 10 list. It's so simple and easy. Hey guys, in this video I'm going to run through my top 10 tips for beginner guitarists. Let's get into it. Number 10. Gear doesn't make you a better player. Practice does. It doesn't matter if you have the best pedals, amps, guitars. Without practice, you won't get better. Doesn't matter how great the equipment is. So, when you're ready to buy your first guitar, one, make sure that it's not the most expensive model. Buy the cheaper model. And also make sure that you like the way that it looks and feels in your hands. So when you wake up in the morning or the evening, you look at it and you get excited to want to pick it up and play it. It's the greatest feeling in the world. This one may seem a little out there, a little wacky, but it'll help visualize performing. It's number 9, practicing in the dark. This will help you play more fluid on the guitar. It's better to not know where your hands are going and improve muscle memory. You could do this with your eyes closed too, but playing in the dark, there's no way of cheating. Number 8, practicing standing up. Sitting down practicing will be much easier. So standing up will be a challenge, but you want to be able to learn standing up, especially if you want to perform. And also make sure that your strap is fitted nicely, so when you play chords and anything else on the guitar, that you'll be able to play it comfortably. If you're getting value out of this lesson, I'll leave another video up there you could watch next. Number 7, practicing at least 5 minutes a day. This way you're not practicing too much and get frustrated. And I guarantee you, if you start playing only 5 minutes a day, it will probably end up being a lot longer than that. But just start off with practicing 5 minutes a day. Guitar tip number 6, buy a guitar stand. The reason for that is if you have a guitar and it's tucked away, it's kind of out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. But if you have the guitar stand out and you can see it every day, it's much more likely that you'll practice much more. Guitar tip number 5, buy a tuner. The reason for that is you could be doing everything right, playing the chords, but they just don't seem right and you don't know why. It's probably because your guitar is not tuned. So first thing you want to do before you play the guitar is tune it up. Guitar tip number 4, learn the notes on the neck of the guitar. If you learn the notes on the neck of the guitar, you'll be able to navigate the guitar neck much easier. Guitar tip number 3, play full songs rather than those famous riffs. They'll be a showstopper for a few seconds, but if you could play full songs and someone's favorite song that they could sing along to, you'll be much more popular. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below saying you subscribed, and I'll do my best to reply to your comment. Tip number 2, learn to play in time. One of the best ways to learn to play in time is tapping your foot. So say you're playing a chord, so just do downbeats, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one beat. Those are quarter notes. And then if you want to know what an 8th note is, that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Practice those 2. When you're playing quarter notes, it's just your foot goes down, 1 goes down again, 2 down again, 3 down again, 4. When you're doing 8th notes, it goes down and up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And I would say the best thing to do for learning to play in time is get a metronome. And start off very slowly, so when you start getting faster, it's fluid and not sloppy. Now a bonus tip. Okay, another way to learn the notes on the guitar is through octaves. So if I have my first finger on the 1st fret, count down 2 strings, 1, 2, up 2 frets. That's an F note. 2 2 more frets, it'll be a G note. Up 2 more frets, that'll be A note. 2 more frets, that's a B note. Up 1 more fret, it's a C note. Up 2 more frets, that's a D note. Up 2 more frets is an E note. Up 1 fret is the F note. Now you just learned 16 notes on the guitar. And I know what you're thinking. This guy doesn't know how to count. That was only 8 notes. But the reason it's 16 notes is because the low E 6th string and the high E 1st string, they all have the same notes. So once you learn the notes up here, you know the notes on the high string. Then go down to the A string, do the same thing. 1, 2, up 2 strings, down 2 strings, up 2 frets. That's a B note. And when you go to the 4th string, it's a little different. You go down 2 strings, but then up 3 frets instead of 2 frets. Reason for that is because it's tuned different. Same thing when you're on the 3rd and 1st string. Do the same thing you did on the 4th and 2nd string. And another quick bonus tip. When beginners start playing guitar and they try playing chords and it's not coming out, it sounds like this. They think they have to push really hard down on the string to make the note come out, but you don't. You just put just a tiny bit more pressure. That's it. You see my face? I'm not putting hardly any pressure down. That's a little less. That's a little more. Little less. Little more. Same thing when you play the chords. Nice and easy. Just put a tiny bit more pressure if it's sounding like this. A little more pressure. A little more pressure. And that's it. And if your face is making these weird expressions like you're putting way too much pressure on it. Just nice and easy. Just nice and easy. Before I reveal the #1 tip on this top 10 list, there is one more little bonus tip, and that is always ask questions. No matter what you know or don't know. So if you have a question about how to play a chord or how to transition from one chord to another, or if you want to learn ear training, how to play a song by ear, or you want to play faster, by asking questions you will learn, and you will learn faster. So don't ever be afraid to ask questions. Hope you enjoyed these bonus tips, and now the #1 tip. Tip #1, and the most important tip, is how to hold the guitar correctly while learning chords. I hear so many people having trouble being able to play chords smoothly. So the first thing you want to do is take your thumb, put it in the middle of the back of the neck of the guitar. The second thing you want to do is take your wrist and bring it out. This will be the most uncomfortable thing that you'll have to get used to. And then the third thing, and most importantly, is with the fingers. You don't want to have the flats of your fingers playing the strings. You want to use your fingertips. Very important. Use your fingertips. So you got the thumb, the back of the neck, you got the wrist out, and then the tips of your fingers.